Welcome to Real Knowledge Club's mini game plan series. From the platform of Real Knowledge Club, I, Kamini Kalra, mother to a daughter, granny to a grandson, a passive person turned into a passionate speaker, a certified professional public speaker, along with our consultant, Mr. Akshay Rajshekharan, a successful business consultant who has helped international clients from over 15 countries. We are here to empower you with some answers on how you can get your 1 lakh rupee client in a 45-minute sales calls. So are we ready, Akshay, to get on it?
Yeah, I'm super excited. Let's do it.
One. Okay, great. So my first question I shoot to you is it really true that you can make 1 lakh rupee in a 45-minute sales calls? I would really want you to share those simple steps of how we can make it happen.
Yeah, let's understand what is basically sales is all about. See, sales is all about transfer of energy from one body to another body, transfer of enthusiasm. It's all about enthusiasm, excitement, whatever we have. We as human beings, we have trillions of cells in our body. Whatever we do, we see, we feel the energy when we connect on the call and we are talking to a person, no matter where, which place they are, we are able to feel that, identifying. See, the sales, the most important thing is we have to identify what is the current situation and what is the desired situation. We have to articulate the things extremely well and identify the gap. What is the gap? Identify the desired situation where the prospect or the client has to reach. Now check with him what is his problems, what keeps them awake in the night, what keeps them worried about the future, thinking on the night 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, and what is that the biggest worry they have. See, the most important thing is what most people worry is about like the future and what they want. They are not extremely clear about what they want. See, the most important thing is you have to believe in yourself, believe in resolving the problem with respect to the niche or like believing in your product, right? Just imagine if you are not believing in your product, you will not be able to close or like do any deal. The most important thing is you have to believe in yourself, and that's how you will be able to do high ticket sales, closing deals which is like 1 lakh or more than that as well.
Okay, so in short, like I first need to understand the person's like his needs and situations that he's into, what is the pain area, and finally, most important is have the confidence in my own product, which mostly we don't. Well, that's really well said. Now, next thing is like I've heard most of the sales experts, they always say that the common mistake when we go on a sales calls is asking more questions is not the important part, but asking the right question. So my understanding and I want to know is what is this right question? So is there some kind of standard formula or something where I can design the right questions?
Yeah. See, the most important thing is most of the people actually think in the wrong way. They think you have to be extrovert, like you have to talk on top of your voice, only then
Yeah.
you'll be able to close. See, all you need is like the most simple thing is you asking the right questions is identifying what exactly they want, what is the current situation, what is the desired situation, what are the problems they have, and what is the pain. And you are here to identify. So, asking the right questions can help you out to identify what is the exact problems they have. And by doing that, like you will be able to close the deal, because at the end of the day, it is very simple. Like you have to know what is the main problem, like you have to go to the crux and identify what they have, right? However, the common mistakes what I have seen with most of the people while they do the sales call is they're not extremely clear about identifying what problem the prospect or the client is facing. And what they do is they tend to give the solutions to the people on the sales call. See, sales call is different and coaching or consulting call is completely different. You have to make sure that you only address and like you just give the belief to the prospect or the client that you are the best person to solve the problem. You are not here to solve the problem. By doing that, it's like you are doing disservice to yourself, because with half cluttered information, he can't solve the problem. He will become more confused, and confused mind never buys.
Absolutely, absolutely. I believe, yes, that's the second part which you said was like giving solution itself. I think that's another thing which, yes, many of us make a mistake on it. Great, wonderful. This is something really wonderful. Uh, Another thing, what really, like people like me, like I'm sure, many of us face problems like of not being able to crack the sale in our first call, despite we follow the steps that you have mentioned. So what is that one thing, or what is those special thing that we need to do so that we get the client into the buying mode or the yes mode?
Yeah, see, that's a great question. See, the first reason for not able to crack the deals on the phone call is like we trying to select the wrong group of people, like the wrong prospects or the client showing up on the call. It does not matter how well, like you can have all the information about sales, how to do the best script, everything. But if you have the completely people who have don't have the right mindset of investing in themselves, who don't understand educating them going to the next level, it will be difficult for you to close. But what I can tell you from my experience is, if you have the right person, if you have the right script, and if you talk to the right person who wants to solve the problem, you can have like 30% conversion to close them. One out of four people is for sure going to close if you have the right people. For that, you must, the first most important thing is you must have the right applications, like the right applicants coming on the call with you. That's the first thing. And you have to qualify them either once after they fill the calendly form or like Google form, and when they come to you, you have to check, is this person capable enough to invest in themselves? That's the first thing. Second thing is this person coachable? And the third thing is this person ready to take the action and risk? Because it's a game where both of us has to play together. It's not just the mentor is going to play or the coach is going to play. Both have to be ready. And make sure that the person badly wants to solve the problem, wants to fix it out, and he's ready to learn, he's ready to grow, right? And whatever problems he's stating, are you able to solve that problem or not? You also have to ask yourself. And if your prospects answers these questions and in the form, then you can hop on a strategy call, and then you can tell them like, this is how we can give you the solutions. Because the reason for not able to crack the deal on the call is not identifying what is the problems. See, most people, what they do is they're more about I do this, I do that, like I have got featured in so many news or like channels or this thing. At the end of the day, the client or the prospect does not care about you. He only cares about himself. What is there for me, right? You always have to
Absolutely.
focus on the prospect. What is he going to get? Because at the end of the day, we live in a dynamic world. Nobody cares about how many degrees we have, how many news channels we have featured, how many TEDx, how many books author. Nobody is going to care. And it's like a doctor. When you go to a doctor in a very calm and in a very patience, he asks you, right? Hey, what is the problem? When you go to a doctor, when you visit a cardiologist and tell him you have an heart pain, and he does not straight away come with the scissors or like the knife for the heart surgery, right? You have to
Absolutely.
remember it's a sales call, and it is like a remedy call. You have to understand his needs, his concerns, what is his problems, and from when is he having that problem. And then you come to a conclusion telling him, hey, if you need the operation to be done, we are the right people, because we have already done so many operations in a doctor's case. But in your case, as a coach or a consultant, you have to tell, this is what case studies we have got, these are the results we have got. And I believe if we can help them out, obviously we can help you out as well. And we preach whatever we do, and that confidence, when you show it to the people, the other person sees, okay, these are the people, these are best in whatever they do. And then the trust is formed. Building the trust is the first step. Once after you are able to build the trust and rapport with them, the client is going to be ready to pay for whatever services you have, right? And this is how you will be able to do it. And these are the common mistakes I have seen most people they try to do. And next common mistake what I have seen is, most people are like emotionally attached to them, right? In a sales call, there is so much difference between emotion and empathy. What most people do is, as a friend, they try to talk to him, hi, how are you, which place you're from, what you do, and they go in a complete u-turn direction. Instead of closing the deal, they show more sympathy and this thing. And what happens is when you get emotionally attached, you are making them sit in the comfort zone. Okay, okay, don't worry, come on, what's there in that? Everybody also does not get clients, you have also not got the clients. When they try to pat them when they are in the comfort zone, they are like chilled way, they don't take action, right? Nobody takes the action in the comfort zone. If you really want to make them take the action, instead of showing emotion, show empathy, show them care, tell them to come out of the comfort zone. This is what can help them to play big. And it's all like you have to take the risk, right? Last reason is not listening to your customers. See, by listening, you will be able to understand what they want. So don't confuse them with like too many things. See, our brain is like compact with so many different things. Don't try to tell one thing then another thing what they may not understand. Keep it very clear, ask them the right questions, try to dig deeper about the problem, and give them the belief you are the best person to solve the problem. And this is what it takes for you to close the deal. And these are the common mistakes what most people do, and that's why they are not able to close deals which is worth more than 1 lakh.
Absolutely. Now I can relate, because I did at times, I used to get very emotional with the customer when he used to say, I don't have money, I have this blah, blah at home, and then I used to say, okay, let's see how to help. Wonderful. So now and I understood like where I need to be empathizing, but not get into emotions. Wonderful. Another very, I'm going to now ask you the secret basically is what tips would you give me so that I can hit the bullseye? That is, I get that, 1 lakh client in the 45 minutes sales call.
Awesome, that's a great question. I'm going to share you my
Yeah.
secrets. Make sure that you take the notes as well, and all the
Yes, I
listeners
already
also
have.
bring your workbook, and
Yes.
that's how you'll be able to get the most out of this. See, the number one most important thing is have the right script in front of you. Practice it well, right? Like only when you practice, like you will be able to make amazing things. And second, identify the problem. See, always have a pen with you, or like pen or like book with you, and write down exactly what the prospect is telling. And always, the third most important thing is identify the problems, identify the current situation and desired situation. You have to put a diagram. Okay, they are here, they want to go here, and you act as a bridging the gap between where they are right now and where they want to go. See, and don't be like a robot asking like in an interview one question after another. Based on the conversation, you can just see what is relevant and you can ask to that person. And fifth most important thing is record every single call, whether you're talking on Zoom, Skype, on a normal call. Record the call and try to listen to the calls. See, this is what most people try to do wrong is they buy so many books, they buy so many courses, they're always learning instead of correcting whatever mistakes they have done. They're always in the hunting mode. What next? What next? What should I learn? Where should I go? Which event? Which this thing? And they never introspect themselves. What I will tell you is every week take 1 day off, like maybe in a Saturday or like Sunday, and check the recordings of the calls, which calls went well, which calls didn't go well, and I try to identify how you can improve, how you can create the version 1.0 on the 2.0 script, and try to identify what words made the conversation go well and making the client tell yes, let's do it, I'm going to become part of your mentorship or like coaching consulting. And always make notes. The sixth point is always make notes. Does not matter who the person is. And never come up with any emotions before the call. Like sometimes you'll have straight no's, like 2 calls, 3 calls. Never try to show that emotions. Maybe you had a problem in your house, the kids, they were the problem, or the spouse, or like the government. Don't try to show the anger or like something on the call, because that reflects to the other person. And next is always make sure that like you wear a earphone or something so that your hands are free, you are able to express fully, right? Because people, when you express fully, the other person can see, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. Use a headphone, and so that you don't get distracted, your hands are free. And the eighth most important thing is pay undivided focus attention on the call. Don't try to multitask doing a call, like one more is like of surfing on your like your Facebook or Instagram. What happens is like you will be deviated. Just focus on the call. That is what can help you to get maximum results. And the ninth most important thing is, as I've said, never put the emotions of the previous call. No matter how many no's you get, every new call is a new opportunity. Be completely be prepared. And 10th most important thing is be punctual on the calls. See, being punctual is the most important. Like if anybody hops on a call like 11:30 p.m., make sure that you be by 11:25 p.m. itself. You should not be late, right? How you do one thing is like how you do everything. And this is what can help you to get maximum results. And it's all about building the connections, relations at the end of the day. If you believe you have amazing great product, you have to serve. If you're not serving, you are doing disservice to yourself. Making sure that you are the best person, constantly updating the scripts and be speaking. It's all about practice. You can't learn swimming by just reading a book, right? Once
True.
after listen, take action. That is the game plan which I have telling you right now. Now you know all the knowledge, all the techniques, all the tricks, everything. Now just go take massive implement, and that's what will help you to get massive results.
Absolutely. I'm sure even my audience who's watching this, all the viewers, please note, I've noted down these 10 crisp points that you are there, because, I think we should just keep this 10 thing as a guidelines for us. And according to it, we can start on the call. I'm 100% sure we will hit the bullseye now.
Awesome,
Great.
that's
That was
superb.
really, really
And
wonderful.
what was your biggest takeaways? Like, what did you learn about how to go about when it comes to
Okay.
sales?
Well, for me, first of all, I really got to clear things, and I could, when you were talking about certain things, I could get it in mind, like where I was going wrong. So, my first of all, the biggest takeaway, like I told you, is like believe in myself. That is there, in my own confidence that I am the expert. I know something better than the client who's come to me. Number two is I should not give solutions on the call. They are here. First, we need to understand them, get to know them, etc. And then it's not a remedy call, it's just a sales call. So I need to know this. I have to get it very clear in my head. Third thing is I don't need to carry my emotions of the first call into the second call. Even if it's a good call, I should not get too excited. And if it's a no call, I should not let it go down to the next call. So this was my major thing. I found these are the areas where I need to work upon. So I found this amazing.
Absolutely, that was amazing. And for all the listeners who are watching, do let me know what was your biggest takeaway in the comment section, because I'm going to personally come and read out your questions and I'm going to reply. And do share it with your friends as well. And there is a game plan below this video. Don't forget to watch that, take massive inspired action, and wish you all the best. See you in my next video. Have a great day.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.